Peace. Ali, coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to master fear. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Ali. I teach self-guided realization and self-mastery. And I know that one of the most crippling things that a lot of humans have to deal with, especially in these days and time, is fear. And to be honest, it doesn't take too much to scare humans. Let's just keep it all the way real. Humans are a very scary bunch, you know? So I wanted to make this video to give you a couple techniques on how to counter fear. Before I begin, fear is multi-level and multifaceted, meaning that there's many different types of fear. Like for instance, there's the fear that is more illusionary, meaning that it's not detrimental to your health, it's really not going to harm you, but you may have a irrational fear dealing with it. One of the biggest ones is the fear of public speaking. You know that public speaking is not going to hurt you physically, but there's a lot of Americans especially that fear public speaking. Also the fear of heights, fear of rejection, fear of being homeless. You know, there's so many different fears where if it happened, it's not going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one type of fear. Another fear is actually could be detrimental. The fear of going to war. If you went to war, you can either lose your life or have to put somebody else down. So that's a fear, but it's also something that is kind of like, okay, I can see why you're fearful of that. And in between all that, there's other types of fears. But those are the two of the main type of fears that most people deal with. Now, for the first type of fear, it's a common practice to just expose yourself to it. So using that same example of public speaking, the more you get on stage, the more you speak in public, the less fear you're going to have. You're going to have less fear the 10th time you do it as opposed to the first time. So in order to get, or in order to eradicate that fear, all you have to do is expose yourself to it. Same with any type of fear that's not going to harm you physically or take your life. You just have to deal with it. You have to do it as many times as possible. Eventually, that fear will subside. Now, the second type of fear, the fear that can actually cause bodily harm or cause you your life, any type of fear where you're in danger is automatically going to trigger your root chakra. Your root chakra sits at the base of your spine, and its primary job, or one of its primary jobs, is to flight or fight. Fight or flight, because it deals with survival and your personal well-being. So in order to counter the fear that could be detrimental to your health or cause you bodily harm, you want to flip that you want to counter that with your crown chakra. The root chakra is at the bottom. The crown chakra is at the top. So, and the crown chakra deals with your spirituality, it deals with your spiritual awareness, it deals with your connection to your universe, it deals with your connection to your higher self, the creator, and everything in existence. If you notice that people who are very faith-based, very faith-based, like they're very highly spiritual, those people have less fears. And me personally, because I understand that everything happens for a reason. And I also am a strong proponent of that if it's not in your cards, it's not part of your destiny, then it's not going to happen to you. What that looks like is if you're going through life and it's not your time to go, then there's nothing no one can do to you to make you go before your expiration date. You hear stories all the time, or you may not, but every day a gun jams while somebody was trying to get murdered because it wasn't their time to go. Or people get into horrific car accidents and walk out unscathed because it wasn't their time to go. People get struck by lightning and it barely damages them because it wasn't their time to go. I can go on and on, but my point is, if it's not meant for you to have something, you're not going to get it. And if, on the flip side of that, if it is in your cards and part of your destiny to get something that could be harmful, then there's nothing you can do to save yourself. So me personally, I live a life where I know that everything happens for a reason. I don't worry about things that most humans worry about because I believe in a universal prime creator. I believe that the universe has order. And if it's in my cards to deal with something, I'm just going to have to deal with it. And if it's not, then, so be it or whatever. So in order to get over things that could be detrimental and harmful, what I recommend is that you make peace with your higher self. You obtain some certain level of spirituality, whether it's religion, whether it's faith-based, or as what I recommend, obviously, is spirituality in general. Just become deeper into your spirituality and really be a spiritual being living in a human experience. So this has been Ali. For exclusive content, the ability to work with me, and also to join a community of like-minded souls, highly suggest that you look into my flagship program, Spiritual Mastery Accelerator. You can find out all the information at spiritualaccelerator.com. So until next time, this has been Ali.